I'm gonna be honest, I don't care what anyone says. This LR Trunks and Vegeta right now is number 3 in the game. Bare minimum in my opinion. This guy is now officially tied with LR Piccolo, and the reason for that is because he is leading the single best team in Dokkan right now, bond of parent and child, and it is by far the best team in the game. But first, it is time for the subscriber challenge. Now I want you guys to either pick heads or tails. If you win, then you win, but if you lose, then you lose, and if you lose, you have to subscribe because that is the challenge. So pick right now. 3, 2, 1, go. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be heads. So if you pick tails, then you lose, and if you lose, you have to subscribe because that is the challenge. And to be fair, it was to be expected that this unit here would be the best leader in the game at some point, just because on bond of parent and child on this team, you've got basically every Vegeta, every Goku, Gohan, Goten, Trunks on this team. So just based on that, every single main character is pretty much on this team, and because of that, this team is gonna be the best team in the game, obviously. And then this guy is a slot 1 juggernaut, and the reason that's so important is because the 2 brand new best units in the game from the 8-year anniversary are slot 2 units, so they want a slot 1 partner, and this guy serves that role exactly. And those 2 units are on this guy's team. So you'd put this guy on both rotations in slot 1. You'd use him as your leader and then also as your friend leader. And then in slot 2 you would put the 2 brand new 8-year anniversary units. And wah bloody lur. That is an incredible team. By far the best in the game. Piccolo's team has nothing on this team. This team is number 1, better than movie heroes, better than every single team in the game. Why? Because the Trunks and Vegeta is not on movie heroes obviously, and then neither are any of these 2. None of these 3 units are on movie heroes, but every single one of them are on this team, and that is what makes this team so powerful. And then on top of that, you put this guy in slot 3 as a floater. He's offering defense and ki to the entire rotation, and he himself is really good. What a team! And then you need 2 more floaters obviously, and you've got options here, you've got a lot of options. We'll start with LR Gohan. LR Gohan is like a top 5 unit in the game, and you can even put him on the main rotation if you want to, and he would do just fine, he would do beautifully fine. But even without this guy, you still have another top 5 unit here, which is this Goku. Now to be fair, this Goku is on movie heroes as well, but this Gohan is only on this team, he's not on movie heroes. So all the best units in the game are on this team, but not all of them are on movie heroes. To be fair, like I said, this guy is on movie heroes, and movie heroes is still one of the best teams in the game by far. But I think this team, I think the bond of parent and child leader skill is better than movie heroes included. And then not to mention with this guy, he's got another great partner in this Margin Vegeta. You put the Margin Vegeta in slot 2, you put this guy in slot 1, the Margin Vegeta creates the orbs when you're below the HP requirement, and when you make those int orbs, this Trunks and Vegeta can get them, which will help him out with ki, but that's not the important part. The important part is, because this guy stacks, this guy can eat up those int orbs and then heal a lot. And then if you get the 6 orbs with this guy, he won't take damage pretty much anywhere. This rotation is sick. These 2 as a rotation are sick. These 2 as a rotation are sick. Even with this guy and this guy and this guy, the rotations are sick. And then on top of all of that, we still have more options. No, not you. Bro thinks he's on the team. Well, he's on the team technically, but you're not on the team, so get off. Anyway, this guy, Super Saiyan 4s, the LR gods, this tech god Goku depending on the enemy after his EZA obviously, and he creates rainbow orbs, and then also Guasu and Zamasu. Now you might be thinking, Guasu and Zamasu, what are they doing here? And in reality, they are a bad unit. To be fair, they are usable, but they would get destroyed anywhere if they get hit. They could dodge, but for the most part, they will get destroyed. And the reason I've got these guys here, they're not on bond of parent and child, but they are on Future Saga. And LR Trunks and Vegeta also lead Future Saga. And if this guy gets an easy A, with that support, ki plus 2 and 70% defense to the whole rotation, and he dodges, and he seals, and when he easy A's, he'll do even more. Bro, this guy would be sick as an easy A, and he would be sick on all his teams. This guy would basically be Chilai 2.0 after he easy A's. And in fact, he wouldn't be Chilai 2.0, Chilai is 2.0 of this guy. Did that make any sense? What I'm trying to say is this guy is the OG Chilai. Chilai came after this guy. Chilai is basically a copy of this guy, Gowasu and Zamasu were the original unit that were this good, that had this potential, all that support, 70% support to defense, my boys, and then key, and then dodge, and then ceiling. Bro, if they give this guy like a scouter after an easy A, which they obviously won't, but if they did, bro, this guy would be like the best unit in the game. He's got so much potential with the easy A. You would throw him on every single one of those teams, including this guy's team, and he would be a must-run on those teams. Even with how good this team is, he would basically be a must-run on this team, at least as a floater. So in February, this team is the best team in the game. The start of February. Bond of parent and child. So I cannot wait till Saiyan Day, when this unit and this unit return on banners. I already have the Margin Vegeta with 2 dupes, so I don't care about pulling dupes for him. But I don't even have LR Trunks and Vegeta, but I've got like 2,000 coins saved up. So you better believe I'm getting this unit with at least 1 dupe. Whether I summon on the banner or not, I'm getting this unit guaranteed with those coins. And if I don't summon, I'll get 2 of him with coins. I'll get 1 dupe. I'll spend 1,000 coins just on this unit, because this unit is that good. I skipped his original banner a couple months back because the banner was awful, but on the Saiyan Day banner I can get him with coins, and I only have to wait like what, 2 more months or something like that. So I am happy to wait that, and when I get him, he is gonna be sick. Bro, this team is so good. Like, you have the 2 very best units in the game, the Buu Saga units, the GT units. Honestly, at first I was saying I'm leaning more towards the Buu Saga units being better, but I've seen a bit more gameplay and I'm going back towards the GT units. Honestly, again, I could change my mind again easily. I think they both are around the same level, but I think that damage reduction makes the GT units slightly better, although once again I could easily change my mind, because the thing is with this guy, his standby skill is by far the most powerful thing in this game, in my opinion, because he gets all that defense for like 5 turns, and then at the end of it he'll do like a massive attack in that standby form, whatever you want to call it. He won't take damage, he creates rainbow orbs, and at the end of it he does a crap ton of damage. So he's got a lot of potential to be really good, and that's why I'm saying it could literally go either way with these 2. But I think for now, I do like this guy's damage reduction a little bit better, but we'll see. And one other thing that I want to say is that I still do think that the LR Super Saiyan 4s are slightly below the LR Gods, just because the GT unit as a partner, he can be a slot 1 juggernaut, but especially at the start of the fights, you'd want to build him up a little bit first, and then he'll be slot 1. But for the most part, this guy is a slot 2 unit, whereas the LR Super Saiyan 4s want a slot 1 unit. And don't get me wrong, even with that said, this unit was still very helpful for the LR Super Saiyan 4s. The LR Super Saiyan 4s certainly have gotten a lot better with this guy in the game, but I don't think that the amount of help this guy is giving the LR Super Saiyan 4s is enough to make the LR Super Saiyan 4s better than the LR Gods. In other words, I still think the LR Gods are slightly better than the LR Super Saiyan 4s, although I think it is very close at this point in the game. And not to mention, this guy overall, he's got way more partners, and on top of that, he's got a way better leader skill. So I think the LR Gods are comfortably better than the LR Super Saiyan 4s, but I say comfortably, but it is close. This guy, if you're up against a pure Saiyan, again, or a movie boss, he'll be beautiful. He will take no damage for the most part. And then you have this guy. The potential of this guy is easy A. So this team has got the potential to be the very best in the game. Actually, I take that back. It doesn't have the potential to be. It is the very best team in the game. February 2023. So far in Dokkan, this is the best team in the game. Will this team be overtaken soon? I doubt it'll be overtaken anytime soon, because the team as it stands right now is way too powerful for this to be overtaken. But we'll see with Saiyan Day, with Golden Week, with the worldwide celebration later this year, with other celebrations. Will this team be overtaken this year? I expect it won't be, just because literally it's got every main character on this team. I don't think this team will be overtaken this year, but it's possible, I suppose. We'll see what happens. With that aside, do subscribe, especially if you fail the challenge, because that is the challenge. And with that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.